Okay. Yeah. Right. So that was a small introduction of mine. Okay. So let me just share my screen and you please take it down. Uh, the topics which I'm going to cover in core Java. Okay. Right. And after every session, I need your feedback in the group.
Recording in cloud, not in your local.
Perfect. Thank you, Naren. Thank you very much. Right. So right click, new. Right. So I don't want to waste time by giving the topics which I'm going to cover in Java 8, design pattern or something like that. So we'll focus only on core Java. So what are the topics which I'm going to cover in core Java? Okay. So, right. So in core Java, okay. So I'm going to start core Java. Those who are having a career gap, those who are working professional, okay. So for them, it is very important. Okay. So I'll start with variables in Java. Please note it down in your notebook. Okay. Take down in your notebook. Okay. So I'll start with variable. There are three types of variables in Java. Okay. Instance variable, B, local variable or static variable, and C, local variable. Right. So once I'm done, see, nobody will going to ask you as a fresher or as an experienced candidate, what is Java? Okay, who invented Java and all those things? Gone are the days. Now the companies are directly asking where you have implemented all these things in your project. Okay. So second, I'll go for data types. So there are two types of data types we have in Java: primitive data type and B, non-primitive primitive data type. So once I'm done with that, I'll go for class in Java. Class in Java. Fourth, I'll go for object. So as a developer, as a Java developer, please don't disturb the session. Okay. So make sure that you are not scratching everything on the screen. Otherwise, it will disturb everyone. Okay. Right. So object in Java. Definite question in your interview. There are two things you have to know about object. One is object creation and the other one is object initialization. So first we'll go for object creation. Object creation. Object creation. So in object creation, we have 5 different ways to create the object. A, using new keyword. B, note it down, please note it down. Okay, I'm not going to repeat again and again. Okay, please note it down in your text, no notebook. Okay, using new keyword, using new instance method of class. C, using new instance method of constructor class. As a experienced candidate or as a career gap student, you should know all these things. Using clone method of object class, and E, using serialization, and D, serialization. So these are the 5 ways with which you can create the object in Java. So the second one is object initialization. Object initialization. So there are 3 ways to initialize the object: using reference variable, B, using methods, and C, using constructors. Okay, right. So once I'm done with the object creation and object initialization and what are the different ways to create the object and what are the different ways to initialize the object, I'll go for methods or constructors. in Java. So we have two types of constructors in Java. So no arg default constructor, and B parameterized constructor. Right. So once I'm done with the constructor, I'll go for sixth one, methods in Java. Methods in Java. So so we have predefined methods that is provided by Java API, and the second one is user defined methods. So once I'm done with the methods, I'll go for oops concepts. So inheritance, B abstraction, C polymorphism, and D encapsulation. So once I'm done with the oops, I'll go for keywords in Java. So eighth one, see, there are hundreds of thousands of predefined keywords. You need not to remember all those keywords. So based on your project, you can use those keywords, okay? So I'm going to give you some of the important keywords you as a developer should know, okay? So keywords, so I'll go for this keyword. See, this keyword can be used in 4 different contexts. What are those 4 different contexts? I'm going to explain you that. Then I'll go for super keyword. Then I'll go for static keyword. Then I'll go for final keyword. So once I'm done with the keywords, I'll go for 9 IO packages. Then I'll go for inner classes in Java. So there are 2 types of inner classes we have in Java. So A, non-static inner class. So in non-static inner class, we have 3 different inner classes, okay? So member inner class, second, local inner class, and third, anonymous inner class. So then you have B, static inner class. So once I'm done with that, I'll go for 11th one. So inner classes, then I'll go for what else? I can go for exception handling, but I don't want to do that now. So serialization and deserialization. Serialization and deserialization. Then I'll go for collection framework. Now in collection framework, we have different types of collections. So I'll go for list interface. So implementation classes like array list, linked list. Not only this, I'll go for internal data structure of array list. How actually a array list works internally. So once I'm done with the array list, I'll go for set interface. So again, implementation classes like hash set, linked hash set, and tree set. So not only this, I'm going to explain you the internal architecture of how hash set works. Definite question in your interviews, those who are preparing for the interviews, those who are putting the gap, those who are working professional, you should know how internally a hash set works. So data structure of hash set. Once I'm done with the hash set, I'll go for map interface. Map interface. Implementation classes like hash map, linked hash map, and tree map. So once I'm done with this, I'll go for internal architecture or internal data structure of how hash map works. Definite question in your interview. This is the last warning I'm giving you. Okay. If somebody disturbs my session, I'll throw you out. Have some courtesy that somebody is putting his effort to teach you. Okay. Right. So once I'm done with the collection framework, I'll go for comparable interface. Interface. 14th, comparator interface. Comparator interface. Once I'm done with that, I'll go for exception handling. Exception, HANDL handling. The reason why I'm taking the exception handling at last is because I'm going to develop one banking ATM project, one bank ATM project using all these topics which I'm going to cover in core Java. So once you are familiar with all these things, then I'll go for exception handling. And with the help of exception handling, I'm going to develop one bank ATM project using all the topics which I'm going to cover in core Java. So once I'm done with the exception handling, I'll go for design patterns. Design patterns. Now, you as a developer, you as an experienced candidate, you as a looking for a job in IT, yes, you should know some of the design pattern. Who are putting some experience in your resume, you should know you should know some of the design patterns. There are n number of design patterns. I'm going to teach you three design patterns in core Java. So one is creational design pattern. Now, in creational, we have many design patterns. I'm going to show you, I'm going to teach you two design patterns in creational. This will not be with respect to basic, where you should use the design pattern in your banking project, in your finance project, in your insurance project, in your security project. So I'm going to explain you with the help of the real-time domain like banking, insurance, media, telecom, all these things. So once I'm done with the creational design pattern, I'll go for structural design pattern. Now, again, there are many design patterns in structural design pattern. I'm going to teach you two design patterns in that with respect to banking application. Then the third one is your behavioral behavioral design pattern. Again, in behavioral design pattern, you have many design patterns. I'm going to teach you two design patterns in that. You can happily put that in your resumes. Okay, right. So these are the design patterns. Okay, and these are the topics which I'm going to cover in core Java. I'll give you 2-3 minutes to note it down so that it will be with you permanently in your notebook. See, there are some grammatical mistakes. That's okay. Right. I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes to note it down. And if you have any other questions, you can unmute your mic and you can ask me the question and you can go for a mute. I'll be happy to answer your questions. So these are the topics on a high level. I'm going to cover in core Java and design patterns. Note it down. Note it down. Everyone taken? Everyone done? No, you have to unmute, okay? See, I'll tell you very frankly, okay? Agastyan, Siva, okay? Siva Ranjani. See, the more you speak, okay, it will be better for you to face the interview. If you don't speak, okay, definitely you will become nervous while you are attending the interview. The more you interact, okay, the more you will get confidence and the more you can easily crack the interview. Okay. So yes, what is this here? Who is this here? Right. Everyone done? Taken?
Yes, sir, completed.
Perfect. Right. Now, I'm not sure like how many of you have installed Java and Eclipse in your system, but yes, you have to install your Java, at least Java 1.8, but it's better if you go for the latest version like Java 8, Java 11, Java 17, because the project which I'm going to develop, which I'm going to give you the source code, will be on Java 11, okay, and Spring Boot 2.7.3. That's one banking project, and the other banking project is on Spring 5.3, I think, which supports 1.8. So at least try to install Java 1.8 and my Eclipse, okay, so that like you will come to know how to develop the projects. Okay. So I'll going to, once I'm done with the session of on Spring Framework, I'm going to give you the source code. I'll give you the end-to-end implementation, explanation, technical architecture diagram, and everything. Okay. Right. Now, first, I'll show you how to, what to say, create a workspace. Okay. So, right. So, variables in Java. See, this is the first session. You might feel little nervous or something like that. I might not knowing that these things. You have to give time, okay? You cannot learn the technology in a day or two, okay? It's a time-consuming process, so you have to attend the sessions regularly, okay? Right. Now, how to create the workspace, okay? You might have a drive in your laptop or in your desktop, okay? So go to any drive like C drive, D drive, okay? Whatever the drive you are having. So I have C drive. So I'm going to create one folder here. So right click, new folder. Okay. And give the folder. So I'll give iTask. Okay. What is the date today? 17th Feb Java workspace. You can follow the recording as well. Okay. So iTask 17th Feb Java workspace. Now this folder, this workspace will going to have the entire course. So from core Java till your Spring Boot banking project. So once I'm done with the sessions, I'm going to share this folder to iTask. You can take down, you can download from them. Okay. Right. So create a folder in C drive, D drive, whatever drive you're having. Then you go to Eclipse. Okay. You go to Eclipse. Right. Click on browse. Click on browse. You can follow the recording as well. Okay. Go to C drive or D drive, whatever the drive you have, and select the folder name. So whatever the folder name you have given, select that, select the folder and launch it. It will take time because it's the first, right? So it will take time. Right. Now the Eclipse has launched. So cancel this welcome. Right. Now, as we are working on core Java, so you have to create a project. So click on create a project. Since it's a core Java, it's a plain core Java. I'm not using any web application here. Okay. When I go for Spring MVC, I'll use web application. Since it's a core Java, so I'll click on Java project. Next, and give the project name. Core underscore Java underscore sessions. Okay. Core underscore Java underscore session. Click on next. Finish it off. And open perspective. Right. Go to window, navigator, sorry, show view, navigator. I'm using little older version of Eclipse. You might be using a new version of Eclipse where you will not get the navigator, but need not to worry. The navigator and the project explorer both are same. Okay. So need not to worry about that one. Okay. Right. Now, open this core Java sessions, go to SRC folder and delete this module info. Right. Now right click on SRC, new folder. Okay. Core underscore Java underscore topics. Right. Now, what is the first topic in core Java? What is the first topic in core Java?
Variables.
Variables.
Right. Now, let's talk about variables. Okay. My sessions are interactive sessions. Okay. So I will definitely expect answer from the students, whether it is wrong, right, whatever it is. If it is right, I'll applaud you. If it is wrong, I'll correct you, because this is how you have to attend the training, and that will going to make, or that will going to put confidence in you. Okay. Right. The very first topic is variables in Java. So take a notes, variables in Java. Variables in Java. Or variables, it's up to you. Take the first topic, variables in Java. Now, the topic which I'm taking today is variables. So right click, new folder, variables. Right. Now, can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me what is a variable. Now, don't give me a bookish definition, okay? Don't give me a bookish definition. Think for a while and tell me what is a variable.
Used to
Store the
store
value.
values.
Stores, it is used to store the values. Okay. What else?
Variable is the name of that location where we store our data at the program.
Variable is the name of a memory location where the data is stored. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Yes, I got two answers. Both are correct. Both are correct. Okay. Right. But how in real time you're going to use variable? Okay. Right. Take a notes. A variable is a container. A variable is a container. A variable is a container which holds the value. A variable is a container which holds the value while our program gets executed. A variable is a container which holds the value while our program gets executed. While our programs gets executed. Full stop. It is always, it in the sense variable. Variable is always declared with a data type. Now, what is data type? Next session, okay? Variable is always declared with a data type. A variable is a container which holds the value while our program gets executed. Full stop. Variables are always declared with a data type. Now, what is data type? I'm going to explain you in my coming session. Full stop. Next paragraph. Next paragraph. In other words, a variable is a name. In other words, a variable is a name. In other words, a variable is a name given to the memory location. In other words, a variable is a name given to the memory location. In other words, a variable is a name given to the memory location.
Sir, screen is not visible, sir.
My screen is not visible.
Screen is visible, sir, but that content is not displayed, sir.
I am not typing anything, right? I am dictating the notes, right?
Okay, sir.
Have show some maturity, okay? If I see next anything scratching on my screen, I'll throw you out. Right. In other words, next paragraph. In other words, a variable is a memory location, a name given to the memory location. In other words, variable is a name given to the memory location where the actual data is stored. Where the actual data is stored. Where the actual data is stored. Right. Taken, everyone? A variable is a container which holds the value while our program gets executed. Full stop. A variable is always declared with a data type. Full stop. Next paragraph. In other words, a variable is a name given to the memory location where the actual data is stored. Done, everyone? Taken? Taken, everyone?
Yes, done, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, listen to me carefully. Tell me which net banking application it is.
HDFC.
HDFC Bank.
Right. Now, I have entered the customer ID. Continue. Okay. Give the password. Right. Listen to me carefully. I have entered the customer ID and I have entered the password. What is this?
Login.
Login. Now, if I click on this login, backend, the code will going to get executed. Correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Relate with the definition. What is variable? A variable is a container which holds the value while our program gets executed. Now, when I entered my customer ID and password and I click on the login, backend, the code will going to get executed. Let me log in. Okay, click on login. Right. Now, if you see here, I have entered the username and password. Then I have clicked on login. I was able to log into my HDFC net banking. Correct? Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Right. Now, see here. What is this in functional terminology? What is this? What is this?
Account holder name.
No. What is this?
Value.
What is this? Value. What is this?
Value.
Also value. This is also value. Now, in other words, it's a data. Can I say it is a data? Can I say it is data? Can I say that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, this data has to be stored somewhere in the memory while logging in. I'm not talking about database. You will fetch the data and you will display on the UI screen. Okay, that is a secondary thing. Don't go in depth of that. I will going to teach you that in Hibernate. I'm talking about variable. Now, this is data. This is a data. This is a data. This is a data. This is data. Now, this data has to be stored somewhere in the memory location. Correct?
Yes.
Right, everyone?
Yes.
Right. Right. Now, go for MS Paint. Okay. Right. So take it down, take it down. Right. Now, I'm just giving some number, okay? Just some number, okay? Right. Some number 501 something. Okay. Mohammed Mohammed Kamran. Okay. RAICH. Your Raichur. PRANCH branch. Okay. So city and all those things I'll give later. Okay. Let's say 50,000. Right. Now, as per the definition of a variable is a container which holds the value while our program gets executed. In other words, a variable is a name given to the memory location. Now, let's assume that this is the data. Okay. Let's assume this is the data. I'm just giving some number 50100 something. Okay. Let's assume this is the data. So MOHA. Now, let's assume this is also data. ICH branch. Let's assume this is also data. Now, this data 51006768967859 Mohammed Kamran, Raichur branch, 50,000. This data has to be stored somewhere in the memory address. Correct? Right, everyone?
Yes.
Right. Now, let's assume this is the memory address where that value is stored, where this data is stored. Let's assume, okay? Let's assume that this is the data stored somewhere at this memory address. Please note it down in your notebook. Take it down in your notebook. Now let's assume that this is the data stored at this memory address. Let's assume this is the memory address where this data is stored. Right. Listen to me carefully. This data is stored at this memory address. Okay. Let me log in once again, just to make you understand. Now, okay. Tell me, what is this? What is this?
Data.
Data. Value, data. Technically, if you see here, it is representing what? What it is representing?
Controller.
Account holder. Correct? Okay. Now, listen to me carefully. Mohammed Kamran is stored at 09987. Correct? Right? Mohammed
Yes.
Kamran is stored at 09987. Now, instead of this account holder name, instead of this account holder variable name or label, if I display 09986, can you say that is account holder name? Can you say that?
No.
Instead of 64345, okay, what is this? What is this? Some data, right? What it is representing? What it is representing?
On balance.
Account balance. Now, instead of this name, this label, this variable, if I display 64345, can you say that it is an account balance? Can you say that?
No.
So in other words, what I will do, I will give the name to this memory address. I'll give the name to this memory address. Like what? Account number. I'll give a name to this memory address. What is that? Account number. Account number. For this memory address, I will give a name called account holder name. I'll give a name called account holder name. Account holder, whatever, I mean, it's up to you, okay? Account holder. For this memory address, I will give a name that is called branch name. I'll give a name called branch name. BRANCH, branch name. And for this memory address, I will give a name called account balance. I'll give a name called account balance. Account balance. So what is a variable? A variable is a container which holds the value while our program gets executed. In other words, a variable is a name. A variable is a name given to the memory location where the data is stored. Understood, everyone? What is a variable now? So what is a variable? A variable is a container which holds the value while our program gets executed. Now, if you see here, this block is looking like a container or not? Is it looking like a container or not?
Yes.
Sir.
This container is holding this data or not? This container is holding data or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, this data has to be stored somewhere in the memory location.
Yes.
Right. Now, instead of displaying the memory location, I will give a name for a readability. So what is that name? Account number. Similarly, this container is holding this data. This data is stored somewhere at this memory address. Now, instead of displaying the memory address, I will give a name to that memory address as a account holder. Similarly, this container is holding this data. This data is stored at this memory address. Now, instead of displaying the memory address, I will give a name to that memory address, which is called as branch name. So what is a variable? A variable is a name given to the memory location where the data is stored. Or in other words, a variable is a container which holds the value while our program gets executed. Am I clear, everyone? Am I clear in real time? Why and how we should use variable?
Yes, sir.
Very clear? Everyone clear
Yes.
with variable?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, how to declare a variable? Okay. Take down syntax to declare variable. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you each and every line with respect to real time. Okay, right. How to declare a variable? So access specifier, data type, and variable name. So this is how you're going to declare a variable. Access specifier, data type, variable name. Now, don't worry. What is this access specifier? Yes, we have 4 different types of access specifier: private, public, protected, default. When to use, how to use, where to use. I'm going to teach you with respect to banking project, all this access specifier. Need not to worry about that one. Data type, yes, in coming session, I'm going to teach you data type. Now, my intention is to explain you variable. Okay, so access specifier, data type, variable name. So this is how you're going to declare a variable. So, variable declaration. Clear, everyone? Taken?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, as I told you, there are 3 types of variables we have in Java. Okay, so take it down. There are 3 types of variables. Variables in Java, which are as follows. Number 1, instance variable. There are 3 types of variables in Java, which are as follows. Number 1, instance variable. Now, when to use, how to use, where to use instance variable, I'm going to teach you that with respect to real time. When to use, how to use, where to use. With respect to banking project, I'm going to explain you instance variable. Taken, everyone? Taken everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, a variable, take the notes. A variable which is declared inside the class, a variable which is declared inside the class, a variable which is declared inside the class, but outside the method body, comma, constructor, is called as instance variable. A variable which is declared inside the class, but outside the method body, comma, constructor is called as instance variable. Full stop. Full stop. Now, why it is called as instance variable? Okay. It is called as instance variable. It is called as an instance variable. It is called as an instance variable because its value is instance specific. Bracket object specific. Because its value is instance specific, bracket object specific, bracket close. Because its value is instance specific, bracket object specific, bracket close, and will not be shared among other instances, bracket objects, among other instances, bracket objects, bracket close, among other instances, bracket objects, bracket close, of the class, because its value will not be shared among other instances, bracket objects, bracket close, of the class. Full stop. Full stop. Taken everyone? Taken the notes? Taken everyone? The notes?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, can you please read for me what is instance variable? Then, with respect to real-time example, I'm going to show you when to use, how to use, where to use, why to use with respect to banking project. Yes. Tell me, read for me what is instance variable?
A variable which is declared inside the class but outside the method body. Constructor is called as instance variable.
Very good. Continue.
Because its value is instance specific, object specific, and will not be shared among other instances of the class.
Very good, Likita. Very good. Now, everyone understood the definition? Everyone understood the definition?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, tell me, listen to me carefully. When to use, why to use, way to use, how to use. Instance variable with respect to real time, I'm going to explain. Okay. Go back. Right. Which net banking application it is? Fast. I'm getting late to my office. Don't waste my time. Fast. Which net banking application it is?
HDFC.
HDFC. Okay. Am I the only customer of this HDFC bank?
No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right. There are hundreds of thousands of customers of HDFC bank, correct? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Logging in, okay? Right. Now I have logged into my HDFC net banking. Now, if you see here, what is this? What is this? No, if you're not interested, you can leave, man. I don't want to waste my time. If you really want to learn real time, attend. If you're not interested, then you can drop off, right? Why wasting your time as well as my time? What is this?
Value.
Values.
ID? Come on, man. What is
ID.
this?
Savings
Huh?
ID.
ID it is?
Yes, sir.
My goodness. Oh. Let me stop the screening because I have to give my ID in that. Okay. Just give me a minute. I'll enter my username and password. Just give me a minute. I'm entering my username and password. Okay. I cannot show you each and every ID. Okay. Can you see my screen?
No.
Now you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Oh.
Now, what is this application? What is this? Which bank it is?
I see.
ICICI.
Yes.
See.
What is this?
Account number.
What?
Number.
Now somebody told ID, right? Come on, man. Be a little technical. What was that? Previously, when I logged into HDFC, what was that?
Account number.
That's an account number, correct? Right? So what is this?
Account number.
Account number. What is this?
Balance.
Balance.
Balance. What is this?
Account name.
Account holder name, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, tell me, this account number is specific to this customer only, or it is common for everyone?
Only
For
particular
you.
person.
Only particular to the customer, correct?
Yes.
Right? Will this account number will be shared with other customer? Same account number?
No.
No, sir.
No. Okay. This is my account balance. Let's assume I'm having 1,95,000. Somebody of you is having, let's say, 10 lakhs. Let's assume. Now, instead of 1,95,000, if it is showing 10 lakh, I'll be happy, correct? right?
Yes.
At the same time, if you will be getting 1,95,000, you'll go and fight with the bank, correct? Right? You'll go and fight with the bank, correct? That means, is this value will be shared with other customer?
No,
Is
no,
this
sir.
value will be shared with other customer?
No.
Now read, don't waste my time, guys. I'm getting late to my office, okay? This is just my passion to teach. I'm teaching, okay? Right. Tell me, now relate this with instance variable. A variable which is declared inside the class, but outside the method body or constructor is called as instance variable. Why it is called as instance variable? Because the values, pay special attention to this statement, because its value will be instance specific, object specific, and will not be shared with other objects, other instance of the class. Definitely, in your banking project, you cannot share this value with all the customers, correct? It should be specific to Mohammed Kamran. This value should be always associated with Mohammed Kamran. This should not be shared with other customer of ICICI Bank, correct? Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
When you will going to use instance variable? Now tell me, when you are going to use instance variable? Read the statement, man. I have already given. When you should use instance variable?
Inside a
It is not
class.
sharing to the other class and we only use it to particular class.
Not class, yeah, object, right? Instance, correct? Right? When we don't want to share the values, when we don't want to share the values with other objects, other instance of the class, that time you should declare the variable as a instance variable. Definitely the account number, the available balance, the IFSC code, all these should be specific to the customer. It should not be shared with other customer. The values should not be shared with other customers. So at that time, you should declare the variable as a instance variable. Am I clear with explanation? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now tell me, what is the problem if I share this value with other customer? What is the problem? If I share this, see, let's say you are having, let's say 10,000. I am having 1,95,000. Now this 1,95,000, if I share the same value to you, bank will go in loss, correct? Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That means all these variables, you should declare it as a instance variable. Am I clear with definition and explanation?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, in programmatical way, how we can use instance variable, okay? Right. The first part of instance variable is a variable which is declared inside the class, but outside the method body or constructor is called as instance variable. That is the first part. Okay. Now, right click, new class, saving account. Can I say this is a class? Can I say? Because I have used class keyword, correct? Don't worry. What is class? What it contains? I'll go to explain in my class topic. Now my intention is to explain you variable and instance variable. That's it. What is this? Saving account. What is this? A class, correct? Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, declare the instance variable, okay? Declare instance variable. How to declare? Syntax to declare instance variable. Now, what is the syntax? Access specifier, data type. Don't worry, what is access specifier? What are the data type? I'll go to explain in coming session, okay? Variable name. Now, private long SA account number. No public class animal, no public class student. Everything, each and every topic. If you see here, all these topics I'm going to explain you with real-time banking project. When to use, how to use, why to use, where to use with respect to banking application. So that when you go for the interview, you can easily crack the interview. Okay, right. So public long, private long SA account number, private string SA account holder name, private string SA account branch, private string SA account city, private string SA IFSC code, private double SA account balance, BALANC balance. Now, if you see closely, all these variables I have declared inside this class, correct? Not outside, correct?
Yes.
Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, a variable which is declared inside the class but outside the method body or constructor is called as instance variable. That's the first part. Now, generate the getter sign setters method. Now, don't worry. What is generate setter sign getter method? I'm going to explain you in tomorrow's session. Okay, right. Now, generate it. For time being, I'll comment it so that you can understand. Okay, so setter methods are used to set the values of an object slash or of variable. Getter methods
Modification.
are used to get the values from an object or of variable. Clear, everyone? Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Now, go for it. Right click, new class. Saving account details. Don't worry. Each and every word I'm going to explain you with respect to real time. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now, select public static void main. Now, don't ask me what is public static void main. I'm going to explain you in my method topic. Okay. My intention is for you today to explain variable and instance variable. Now, click on this public static void main. Finish it off. Right. Now, create the instance. Create the object. Create the object of class saving account. Now, what is the syntax to create the object? SYNT. Syntax to create the object. Class name, object name equals to new class name. Now, this is a constructor. Now, don't worry what is default constructor. I'm going to explain in my constructor topic. Okay. Now, where I have declared, in which class I have declared the variables? In which class? What is my class name?
Saving account.
Right. What is the syntax? What is the first thing you should have?
Class name.
Last name.
What is my
Saving
class
account.
name?
Saving account.
Saving account. Account
Yeah.
1 equals to new
New
saving
saving account.
account. Saving account. Saving account. Account 2 equals to new saving account. Saving account. Account 3 equals to new saving account. So how many objects I have created here?
3.
3.
3 objects. Now, call, I'll comment it so that you can understand. Call the setter methods to set the values for an object slash or of variable. How to call that? Object name
Object reference.
dot
Object name
Set.
dot class name. So, okay.
setter method name. Okay, right. What is my object? Account 1
1.
dot set account number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, L. Account 1 dot set. I'm sorry if my spelling is wrong. Okay, I'm just giving some dummy names. Okay, account 1 dot set branch name HYDERA Hyderabad branch. Account 1 dot set city HYDERABA Hyderabad city. Account 1 dot set IFSC code HDFC 0000 123. Account 1 dot set balance. You might be rich. I'm just giving you 50,000. Okay. Now I have set the value for account 1. Now account 2 dot set account number 98765431 L. Account 2 dot set. I need to get the names first. Srinivas Ajit. Account holder name. Spelling wrong. If sorry for that. Srinivas. Account 2 dot set city branch name. BANGAL Bangalore branch. RAH branch. Account 2 dot set city. BANGAL Bangalore city. Account 2 dot set IFSC code HDFC 0000 something. Account 2 dot set balance. You might be rich, but I'm just giving some value. Right. So I've set the value for account. Similarly, account 3. Account 3 dot set account number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, L. Account 3 dot set holder name. Account 3 dot set branch name. Account 3 dot set branch name. Account 3 dot set city name. Account 3 dot set IFSC code 0000 and account 3 dot set balance. Right. Now I have set the values for account 1, account 2 and account 3 and with these variables. Clear everyone? Clear?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Now call the getter methods. So call the getter methods to get the value of an object / or of variable. How to call that? Object name dot getter method name. Right. Now SYSO account 1 details. Right. SYSO account number plus account 1 dot get account number account holder name plus account 1 dot get account holder name BRALCH branch name plus account 1 dot get branch name SYSO city name plus account 1 dot get city name, then IFSC code plus account one dot get IFSC code, then account balance. So plus account one dot get account balance. Now I'm getting the value of account one object. Now similarly, go for account two details. Account two details. So SYSO account number plus account two dot get account number SYSO account holder name plus account two dot get account holder name, then branch name plus account two dot get branch name, then city name plus account two dot get city name SYSO IFSC code plus account two dot get IFSC code, then account balance. So plus account two dot get account balance. Now this is the account two. Now copy this, Control C, Control V. Now change it to account three. Account three. Now copy this, paste it, paste it, paste it, paste it, and paste it. Control S. Now tell me how many objects I have created here?
3.
3. Now right click, run as Java application. See here, account one object is having the details of Likita. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Likita, Hyderabad branch, Hyderabad city, some IFSC code, account balance. Is this data, listen to me carefully, is this data getting shared with other two objects?
No.
No, sir.
Is it sharing with other two objects?
No, sir.
No. That means these values are specific to only one account, one object, correct? Right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, account 2, 98765431, Srinivas, Bangalore branch, Bangalore city, some IFSC code, some account balance. Is this value is getting shared with other two objects, account 1 and account 2?
No.
Account 3?
No.
No.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Similarly, 8769090076, Ajit, Pune branch, Pune city, some IFSC code, some balance. Is this the value of account 3 object getting shared with account 2 and account 1 object?
No.
Sir.
That means these values are specific to each object. How many objects I have created here? 3 objects I have created here.
Objects.
So each object is having its own specific value and will not be shared with other objects of the class. In my case, I have created 3 objects. All those 3 objects are having their specific values and those values are not getting shared with other objects of the saving account class. Am I clear with the definition, with the explanation, and with the real-time example?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When you should use instance variable? Whenever you don't want to
share the data to
other objects, then only you should declare that variable as a instance variable. Am I clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Instance, INSTANC, instance variable. Actually, it should be instance variable. I'll put it here. Right. Now, I have to change the package. Don't worry, I'll go and explain you what is package and all this thing. Instance variable. Control C, S. Right. Everyone understood when to use, how to use, where to use, and why to use instance variable?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, please provide. See, I have spent 1.5 hours with you. It's a free of session, free of cost, right? So please, if I don't see your, see, I remember, okay, who has joined and who has not joined, okay? Please provide your feedback in the group. Are you able to access that? Are you able to access that, this one? No, only admin can, right?
Yes.
I'm just giving permission. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. If you have any questions, please ask me. I'll happy to answer your question. Please ask me if you have any questions. Everyone understood how, when, where, why to use instance variable?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So as a developer, you should know some of the important things, okay? Some of the important, see, for certificate, for fees and everything, you have to talk to the iTask, okay? So you talk to them, okay? About the fee structure. Siva, make me an admin here. Make me an admin. So for entire course, fees, certificate, everything, you talk to iTask, okay? Any questions? Any questions? Please ask me. I'll be happy to answer your question. Yes, instance variable value is not shared. No, you have to speak here, Tamir son. You have to speak. If you don't speak, how will you going to clear the interview?
Clear, sir. Clear.
Right.
Yeah.
So am I correct? Yes, tell me. Srinivas? Yes, Srinivas, tell me. So tomorrow, same time, okay, 8 a.m. We'll continue with, see, as a developer, you should know more about instance variable. So I'm going to give you the important points about instance variable. Then definitely in your interview, they might ask you, okay, can you just tell me some important points about instance variable? Yes, you should be able to answer that. So tomorrow I'm going to continue with important points about instance variable. Then I'll go for static variable. When to use, how to use, where to use, why to use static variable with respect to real-time banking application. I'm going to teach you in tomorrow's session. So let's meet tomorrow, same time with the same link, morning 8 a.m. Everyone clear? Ajit, Agastyan,
Yes.
Apurva, right? Siva, right, fine. So let's meet, yeah. So let's meet tomorrow at 8 a.m. with the same link and continue with the important points about instance variable, and then I'll go for static variable, how, when, and where to use. Okay. Siva,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
so please provide your valuable feedback. I'll give the permission. I'll tell Narendra to give the permission. Okay. So let's meet tomorrow, and hardly it will take 1 minute for you to provide the session, feedback. Good, bad, worst, not to join, whatever it is. Be honest to your feedback and be honest today what I have teach you, whether you have really understood or not. Please provide your feedback in the group. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's meet tomorrow 8 a.m. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.